And Renewal by Andersen Windows? They're built to be there with you through every chapter. They treasure the small moments, the ups and downs life gives us. They're there through it all. Call 800-995-9494 now for your free consultation. Start your next chapter with windows that last.
As a neurologist, my patients are often concerned with age-related memory decline. I recommend Cunol Brain Health with 2 powerful, high-absorption ingredients clinically shown to improve memory, focus, attention, and more. Cunol, the brand I trust.
Can your roof handle another winter? Cold weather makes your roof dry, brittle, and crack.
If you're just hoping your roof survives, that's risky. Let us inspect it for free, giving you peace of mind before winter hits. And if your roof needs some help, we'll try to restore it, not replace it, saving you thousands. Not every roof qualifies, but most do.
Call now and you'll get a free roof tune-up with your Roof Max treatment.
1.5 million hours of video are uploaded onto the internet every day. I set out to help brands cut through the noise with an AI-powered growth engine. We've raised over $50 million from over 10,000 investors and delivered real ROI for Fortune 1000 clients. And now we're scaling fast. Aggressive acquisition, platform growth, and a reserved NASDAQ ticker, RADI. Everyday investors like yourself can have a seat at the table.
Current rate until November 20th.
Which camera am I looking at?
Anthony Bourdain's Prime Cuts digs deep into the parts unknown archives.
I hope you'll enjoy this stuff that we never aired before.
With personal insights from Tony.
I would describe myself as a lucky cook who gets to tell stories.
And rare behind-the-scenes interviews.
Does Wolf Blitzer have to do clip shows? I'm sure Sanjay Gupta doesn't do clip shows.
It was a conversation I enjoyed very much.
Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown Prime Cuts, now streaming exclusively on the CNN app.
Thanksgiving in America. Live coverage starts at 8 on CNN and watch on the CNN app.
The bill to force the Justice Department to release all its files in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation is expected to land on President Trump's desk this morning. He said he will sign it. He hasn't said exactly when. What we do know is that this is a stunning reversal for the party and the president, who had tried to block the release for months. For survivors of Epstein's abuse, who have fought for years for justice, this is an enormous victory. Still, there is skepticism about what happens after the president puts pen to paper to make the files public. With me now is attorney James Marsh. He is representing victims of Jeffrey Epstein. You represent many clients, including Maria Farmer, who was the very first person known to have reported to the FBI that she suffered abuse by Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell back in 1996. I'm just curious how she is responding, seeing what is happening with Congress and the promise by the president to sign this.
Yeah, thank you for that question. It's really sort of miraculous what's happened to her in the last few days. She's had a great deal of health problems. She's been suffering physically from this for a long time. And she got a report just a few days ago that many of her test results are positive for the first time in many, many years. So this is a real manifestation not only of the toll that it takes on victims and survivors, but how, the move towards justice and accountability can really make, in this case, a physical difference on her health. So she's very, very happy for what happened yesterday, with the realization that this is really only the beginning. You said all the files? Well, that's a big definition, all the files.
Yes. I do want to talk about what she told our Erin Burnett. She spoke to her for the very first time publicly, and she talked about this encounter that she had after being called to Epstein's offices in New York when Donald Trump, she says, showed up. Here's what she said.
Trump's standing here, I'm here, and he walks out of his office and he goes, "Oh, no, no, no." He was laughing at me. And he goes, "She's not here for you. Follow me," right? And he escorts him in to this other room. But he made a joke to Epstein, "Oh, I thought she was 16.
Now, the White House is denying all of this, saying Trump was never in Epstein's offices. He's calling the Epstein Files a Democratic hoax, and he's now pushing the DOJ to investigate Democrats only and their involvement with Epstein. When you put all that together, including their denial, Are your clients and you confident that you're going to see all the files? The DOJ is not going to cherry pick any of this and release them all?
No, we're not confident. I mean, that's the easy answer. Our clients are not stupid. The American people are not naive. They know that it's taken decades, in many cases, to get to this point. And a curious aside about the president, he was a Democrat at the time, if you recall, before he became a Republican. So whether or not this is a Democratic hoax, a Republican hoax, you can change your party, you can change your tune, but you can't really change what's in the files. And our clients know that, and we feel that we've jumped the first hurdle, and we're at the sort of the end of the beginning. This is no way over by any measure.
You have filed suit against the United States government, particularly in Maria's case. What is it that you are suing for against the government, and what ultimately does justice look like for your clients?
There's been a lot of budding accountability on the part of the banks. We've seen those lawsuits. We've seen the emails come out from the estate. There have been other lawsuits against private individuals. What we do not know is what is in the federal government files. It's very important to remember that the files that were released were from the estate. All those emails, all those revelations that took the world by storm, I don't know, 3 days ago, here we are. We don't know what's in the government files. So we really feel that that is the missing piece of accountability. In 1996, when Maria Farmer made her report, Jeffrey Epstein was already under investigation as part of the Tower financial scandal. He was also under investigation and was sued by the State Department that leased him the former Iranian consulate in New York City. These are facts that people have long forgotten. But we want to go back to the beginning, find out that what law enforcement knew. I'm very happy that they listened, and the U.S. Attorney in the Southern District of New York also has to release their litigation files. There's a huge record in the government files on Jeffrey Epstein, and we want to know who facilitated and who contributed to his rise to power. We think that will be found in the government files, and we hope for some government accountability and the creation of a fund or some kind of means to compensate these victims for the government's failure.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much there, and we heard from the victims with just stunningly emotional comments about how they have tried to survive all of this, and they're finally getting a little bit
it's been decades
of relief,
of them.
at least some acknowledgement here.
Yes.
James Marsh, thank you so much. I'm sure we'll be talking to you.
Thank you for your coverage, and keep on this story.